Cung Lee here with MMAWeekly.com. Eric Fontanez, Cung, Wanderlei Silva. He's your next opponent. Tell you what, why don't you just break him down for me?
Wanderlei's a legend of MMA. He's had one of the longest win streaks in Japan. You know, when you cut a lot of weight and go down to 185 from heavyweights, it takes its toll. And, you know, Wanderlei has his back up against the wall. He's going to be more dangerous, or the pressure might break him. But definitely come November 19th, we're all going to find out what Wanderlei is going to show up. And I know I'm going to be on my A game. So you got to watch the fireworks.
Now, obviously, he hasn't been very successful in his career of late. Do you think that gives him any additional pressure going into a fight with you?
I'm sure because of his non-success right now, there's going to be a lot more pressure. And, you know, for me, I enjoy it. I love competing. I'm sure he does too. But, you know, for me, there's a little bit of pressure. And any fighter who has a fight coming up, there's always pressure, but it's how you handle it, how you manage it.
Now, speaking of pressure, this is your UFC debut, and it's in San Jose in front of your home crowd. Anything on your shoulders weighing you down additionally because of that?
Of course, you know, this is my first UFC fight. It's in San Jose. There's always going to be a lot on the shoulders, but, you know, my shoulders are strong and it can hold a lot, and I'm ready to carry the weight, even against Wanderlei Silva, the legend of the sport. I'm ready.
Now, the 185-pound division is obviously headed by Anderson Silva. A lot of talk about Chael Sonnen being the next challenger to his crown again. What do you think of that matchup, and how far do you see yourself being in that mix for the 185-pound title?
You know what? Between Anderson Silva and Chael, I think Anderson's pound for pound the best, but sometimes fighters have other fighters' number, and I think Chael's got Anderson's number because it's just the style matches up. Awkward for Anderson, but you know, anything can happen in the MMA game with 4-ounce gloves and with submissions and ground and pound. So you know, until that fight unravels again, you know, we'll find out. That's a good thing because fans have more fights to look forward to. And for me, I'm gonna take it one fight at a time. This is my title fight against Wanderlei Silva. He's a legend, and I'm ready to fight someone like Wanderlei, and I get to fight Wanderlei.
And an exciting fight. That's what people are talking about. But let's talk about Hollywood for a second. You obviously got a lot of movies coming out, and I overheard that you got something in the works with RZA. Is that true? Yes,
I got 3 movies coming out next year. One called Grandmasters. That's with the famous director in China. That's Wong Kar-wai and also Master Wu Ping. And then also Dragon Eyes with Jean-Claude Van Damme and Peter Weller, where I get to star in my movie and choreograph all the fights. And of course, RZA, who directed The Man with the Iron Fist and starred in it, and that's with Russell Crowe and Lucy Liu.
Now, the RZA, he's obviously the head of the Wu-Tang clan. Did you ever listen to Wu-Tang back in the day?
Oh yeah, I definitely listened to the Wu-Tang, but don't underestimate RZA's directing abilities, because he's been mentored for 6 years by Quentin Tarantino.
That's a pretty big mentor there. Now, Cung, one last thing about your fight. Wanderlei Silva, obviously a legend of the sport, but how exciting is it for you to get in the octagon with somebody of his caliber?
You know, for me to get in a cage against Wanderlei Silva, I'm super excited. It's an honor. At the same time, it's a major challenge, and I love challenges. I'm ready.
Cung, thanks for talking with MMAWeekly.com this afternoon.